Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm on here to say I'm very sorry because I made a big mistake. I put, I deleted the wrong episode of this. I did these herringbone stitches the other day for the episode 5, and then I must have deleted it accidentally. Well, didn't do it on purpose, and even I even emptied the bin. Oh dear, excuse me, on my computer. So that's something I never ever really was good at once. For some reason I've gone and done that, so I'm terribly sorry, but I will repeat that. Plus I will show you something more interesting today, I hope. Now I have a few requests from a lady. Her name is, I can't say it, Lamana, I think her name is, and she said that she was making a thing for her daughter, and she wanted to know if I could show her how to do the blanket stitch around the corner, on a piece. So I'm going to do that, and also a dandelion, which I'll do one of those too. So this will probably be a longer video than usual because I felt really bad because I put that up last night and somebody said, I think we've seen that, Sonya, and I went and I had a look and oh my goodness me. But anyway, if you forgive me, I'm a tiny bit late, but I will do both videos for yesterday and today. So I'm here this morning, very first thing, 8:30 in the morning, very first thing, and so I'm going to show you what to do, okay, for these few things. Now, I want a piece of, I'll get a piece of square piece of fabric. No, I need a circle. No, I don't, I need a square. I'll get that there in a minute, through my head. I need something so I can show her how to do around the corner, okay? I thought I did that, but I might not have because I just, lose track of what I'm up to. Sometimes I'll do a video and I don't think it's good enough to put up, so I just don't put it up. So I've probably forgotten to actually show you what I was going, the piece of the work in what I was going to do. So that's no good. I just need a piece of, I need something a different colour from what I've got here. Somewhere. There's got to be something. Here's a piece, righto. So I'm going to show you how to go around the corner, okay? I don't know, I haven't got my iron with me, but I'm just going to cut out a smaller piece than what I've got here because this will be too big. I don't want it too fray. I think this is what you mean when you said around the corner, because they're square corners, aren't they? Well, as a rule. So we've got a square piece of fabric, okay? Now, I'll put it on there. Look really nice, won't it? Look pretty. And we'll have something. The box is a thread here, but didn't want to take any more out of there. I might even use this variegated one. This might look alright. I need something that you can see. Well, that might not work properly, so let's get one out of here. It might be a bit too thick, that one. Sorry about this. I've had to come in here not long after my eyes were open. We've had the plumber had to come to fix the shower. That was sometime last week and he never turned up, so this morning he was here at 5:08. No, 2 minutes to 8. I thought I'd time him. It took him a whole 5 minutes to do it, but I suppose they're on a contract and doesn't matter how long it takes as long as they fix it. And he did, so that's good. It was just spraying out all over the place. I wasn't actually in control at all. I need something that's sharp, because I've got some of these needles have been really, oh dear, that's still not very bright, is it? Should have went with the orange, purple. We'll go with the purple. We'll be able to see this. Okay, right. So it took him 5 minutes. I don't know how much he gets paid for that, but they just run in and do what needed and off they go. Could have did with a new shower head, but anyway, that just has to, as long as it squirts out water, they don't care. He wouldn't put a washer on it, he said. Didn't even turn the car engine off. That's how quick he thought he was going to be, and that's how quick he was. Put a washer on it and some tape, he said. He told hubby to go check it, and he did, and it worked. So that's the main thing, isn't it? Okay, so I'll start here in the middle, just because I think you don't want to start on a corner if you can help it. So you want to start in the centre like this, and I'm going to go down just with one stitch. I don't know if that's what other people would do or not, but this is what I do. And then I'm going to come up behind it, alongside of it. I'll go underneath it, eh? Everybody starts out things different, you know. So I'm going to go under there, right? So, because I've got that bit, all right? Now, your blanket stitch is just like this, right? You go like that. You make these as long as or short as you want, but I want to make them big enough so you can see what I'm doing. That one like that. Next one over here. Next one over here. Now you come to the corner, and I go back in there close and come out here, fair on the end, right? And go down the back behind it now and fasten that on, okay? Then I come up underneath of that one again, like I did when I first started off. Now that's fraying, and I'm sorry about that. It should be all right though. And then you go along here, you see, and that's fasten it down. If it wasn't fraying, it'd look better, but I'll keep digging in it till it makes it look worse. Sorry about that, but it's going along good there. See. Okay, and I've let it move because I didn't pin it down or something. You could put a pin in it, could put a tiny bit of glue stick on it behind it, or anything to keep it still while you're doing it. That's how I do mine. I imagine that's the way a lot of people do it. I don't know. I have not checked on that. What works for me, I use what works for me. Righto? I just come back up underneath there, so it looks like it's really easy going around the corner. Probably is. Some people could, if you were doing it smaller, it'd be all filled in. If you're doing a whole heap of stitches there, it'd be all filled in, and you wouldn't see any of the fabric, and there'd be no fraying, of course. But this has moved to its own place. But anyway, that's all right. We're not going to worry about that because it looks okay. This piece that we're doing is just going to be our little sample. Or you can turn it into something, because, that'll work too. Turn it into something. Just go down in and come through there. Try and keep your stitches level, unless, of course, you want to make long and short ones. You can do that. Make long and short stitches. Alright. I didn't come over far enough either, I don't think, this time. And I'm going to just go down in there, because I'm not right at the edge. And that's okay, because I'm going to just pick up underneath there. Because to just make it work. Well, that one didn't, see, so I'm going to undo that, because I don't want to, I've seen some people say don't undo things, but I think you should. It's my opinion. Anyway, everybody's got their own opinion. And I'm going to undo things because I don't want to muck up stuff. I'm not saying it's mucked up. If you do something and you're not clean on it, take it out. If you do it and it's a little bit wonky, it's okay. You can leave it. It's your piece of work. You please yourself. What you do. If I can get hold of this, I'll be right. You can help. You can please yourself. It's your thing. So you do what you like. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit wonky because it's hand stitching, but what I'm trying to show you here, I don't want to muck that up because it's just not going to be properly, is it? I'll do I'll fill it in and show you too, because see if you want to do it this way as well. And I'm a tiny bit thirsty. I figured I was a week without my medication, and now I know that that's what was causing me to be. Anyway, so we're going to get. So you need to stop talking about yourself and just get on with this. Just put them all fair next to one another. If you do this, your corners can be nice and closed in. You won't have that fraying bit, which I should have thought about that before. You just keep going really close. You go around the corner like this, see? And that works too, look. That looks cosy, doesn't it? Now I've come away from the end a bit, I've come out further than what I would, like to. But I think that looks nice, that, don't you? You can do that, just keep it really close. Put one after the other. Or you can do what I did with the bit open and just go in and... I think that looks a lot better than those two, don't you? That's just my opinion again. My opinion. Sorry about my language. I don't know. It's just... Oh, dear. Today's going to be hot again. We had a really good sleep last night. I actually slept from... Must have been 11 o'clock till 3:30 this morning. That was good before I had to get up. I'm having my coffee in my cup with... I can't show you. It's got a fox. Look, the fox. Isn't he cool? You got a fox on there. I do like it. Tastes better out of something, And you got. I bought them that one and one with an emu on it. But I always used a smaller one with florals things on it, and it broke, so I had to go back to that one. Where did I do with my scissors? They could be here somewhere there. Yeah, so I've been using that other one there, but it's a little bit bigger than I'm used to. But I only drink instant coffee. I don't drink the other one is too strong for me. I only have 2 a day in the morning, unless for some reason I feel like one sometimes in the afternoon is very rare. Very rare. Oh dear, come on. Come on. Let's get... I've got needle threaders around me, but if you put it through something that's thread's too thick, it's likely to break the threader. I got this. Got 2 here now. Never 1 but 2, eh? Put that through there. Wait a minute. Put this through here. At the time I go inside, because I've got a fair bit I want to do this in this time. I usually try and keep it in 15 minutes if I can. 50, I should say. So pulling that through there is going to break something, right? Because it isn't going to go. So I'm going to have to... This is the pearl thread, crochet cotton, and this is a thick one. Must be about a 5, I think. I think they are, because I bought them not long ago. They work really good. They're nice to use. That got through there now, but not in the end. And then come back up through where you went down and finished off. Definitely like these better. Definitely like them corners better. Where are we now? One bit's longer than the other piece. I'll turn that, pull that through there. Okay, so we go in there. I'm getting them close together. I'm really close together. Coming around the corner slightly, steady, easy as you go, around the corner. You think you were driving or something. And then there. Keep close to it. You sort of have to come in this way, not take that out so far, a little bit at a time. You know, do your stitch a bit closer into the fabric as you're going around the corner to give it the roundness, you know. And then you can just do them open if you want to, or just do it really close together if you want to get that round there. And then when you finish, you just go back down in here where you started and not pull it too tight. Which is insisting on moving, but anyway. So I think those corners are better, aren't they? That one I went out a bit away from the fabric, so that's your choice, and that one I come really close to it. Both of them look good. I don't mind this, it's okay, I'm not disappointed because it just depends what sort of fabric you use and if it's going to be loose or not. If fraying, if it's going to fray, it just depends on the fabric you're using. Okay, so I'm going to put that back up there on the magnet thingy. And I have some beads here because I'm going to do some beading later. I don't know if I'm going to be using these, but I've got to do my bead episode, so that's why they're sitting on there. Now, let me see. I'm not happy with the ending off of this either, must say. I must have to put it down in the other part. Where do I go with it? Through here. I'm not happy with how that's finished off. That should go down in there, okay? Don't take it over top because then it pulls it up. So I'm going to come back and fix that by taking it on the inside. And it's looking difficult, isn't it? This is not going to be easy. I put my needle through first because I've only got a very short piece of thread. So put your needle through where you want it to go first. Oh, I had that in there and it come back out again. I haven't got it all, but it might go through if I'm quick. No? Ah dear, Sonya. Might start doing a bit of fabric and bit of fabric and thread of nice textured. Wait a minute, I think I know what I'm going to say. Collage with fabric and threads and things. Because I really used to love doing that years ago. My first ever things that I did was applique, which I really enjoyed, and I put everything on it I could possibly do. You know, there was it was really good fun. I reckon you should get back to what you used to do if you feel like you're a bit lost in what you're doing. But I mean, I've got back to a lot of things that I used to do, haven't I? It's been a journey, this showing you all this stuff. I've got heaps more. There's heaps more in my repertoire. I'm not making projects, which I don't know if you want to see that, because I just need to show you techniques, and that's what I do mostly. But I'd really like to do some sort of collage because where we use applique and things with it. I'm going to get this, you know. I really am. I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let it beat me. I got it. Look, but see, it's going down this side of the stitch instead of over the top of it, and it's not pulling it together. Okay, so that's a good idea, isn't it, Sonya? Yes. Now, do I have something I can bring this through here with this? I don't know about these. These have got glue or something all over them. I do have a good pair. And I do have some crochet hooks that I usually grab this through with, but we're going to have to leave that till a while, okay, because I need to to get on with this. I don't want to be wasting your time while I'm fiddling around looking at that. Right, I better have some more coffee. It's getting a little bit cool, but that doesn't matter, I don't mind. Rained most of the day yesterday, and I did go out and it just sprinkled on me a bit, so that was good. It was quite nice out there. Today it's just one big cloud all over the sky, so got no idea what it's going to do. It's been doing a lot of raining in other parts of Australia. So now I want to show you how to make a dandelion, because the lady requested this and I feel like I want to do that because I really like a dandelion. I do love a dandelion. And so I've got to have some bits and pieces for that, don't I? Don't want to make it too... My dandelion might be yellow, because although they can be white. Just depends where I put it. I suppose I could put it on that pink and it can be white. I do have some really nice different threads here that look good. Actually, I might do a yellow and white dandelion. Do you mind if I do a yellow and white dandelion? Where are you? I don't know what I did with that. It might be in the other box. Maybe you could have a green stem on him here. That'll look good. It will look nice. And I'm thinking, people have done these with pistol stitch. Now, you can if you want to, but if you're learning, like you people, a lot of you people are learning, I think it'd be better if you do it the way I'm going to show you. Okay? So what do I put on him? It won't be the colours that they are really, because Sonya would not make it a bit different, so I can show you, you know. How about that one? Oh, wait a minute, we've got this bit here, this bit better. This is a nice colour. It's a nice colour. We're going to do some colours. Dandelions, I think, are white and fluffy things. It doesn't matter as long as I get the shape right, doesn't it? Well, as long as we get the shape right, and then if you really need for me to do the colours, I suppose I could do that. But I think I'll get the shape going first for you. So we've got, we're going to do a stem first, because it'll help a bit. Right. Here goes this threading the needle again, but never mind, we get used to it. You know, if I just do it and don't think about it, it works for me straight away. As soon as I start talking about it, it's, you know, it's ruined then. Look at that. I jinxed myself here. Talk myself out of it, really, is what I do. Come on. I know. You can use whatever sort of needle you like that works for you. You need something that's got a big eye, so you can thread the needle through it, and it's the same thickness as your needle, so it'll go through the hole that you make to follow it through. See, you need that bit there to be the same size as that, or bigger, because you can't put, if you put a bead needle on it, you can't thread a bead needle with this, though. That's not possible. Oh, here, this is what I needed before, something like that. Anyway, we'll put a dandelion out here because we need a bit of space. So I'm going to do stem stitch, which you just haven't done that before either, but that's okay. We'll get that into our list of things. So I'll do a stem stitch, which is pretty easy. Just go there, back through there. Probably could have did it a tiny bit smaller, each one of these, but it's okay. We're not going to be too panicky about it. I do like to do mine on a bit of a bend, you know, so it's not normal. I mean, it's not straight. Make it look like it's moving about, maybe, I don't know, something like that. Now, we need enough space for our dandelion, so we're going to have to stop there. And if we want to, we can just come back and make it longer if we need to after, okay? So there's your stem. You can also put some levers on there later if you want to, using this detached buttonhole stitch, which I think we missed out on that, because I think that was the one I turned it off. No, it wasn't. It was the herringbone stitch, wasn't it? Okay, so we can do one of them in a minute anyhow, because they don't take that long. So with this, I don't know if I'm going to use this one. Let me see. You can see it all right. Might do. Might use that, eh? Looks good. Go for the look too. Because they are fluffy ones. They are. And I think I've done other colours. You can whatever colour you like anyway. Brilliant, Sonya. I'll get it, don't worry about that. There's through. Now this is, I think this is a mallet one, I think. I don't know for sure. Or it could be the DMC. I don't know that either. I'll have to look into it. Anyway, so we're going to start in the centre, which is going to have to be away from... No, that's not right. We're going to start in the centre, where that would have come to. I might need to put it up a bit higher. Go around there. I might bring my stem up a bit in a minute when I've done it. I'm going to start here because I don't know what I was thinking about, but anyway. So I've got a knot on the back the end of this, I hope. Yes. And this is really not easy stuff to use. And then I'm going to put a stitch there. Right. And I'm going to come up in the centre again, but not too close because you're going to have to fit in a lot of these bits. Take him out there. Alright. This is probably the size that you would use for your dandelion. Out there. Up there. Go out there. Middle. Oops. Go out there. I'm always coming back to the centre so far, but I don't think I need to anymore, okay? So this one here, I'm going to take it out a bit longer. What I mean by that is, I'll start out here and I'm going to make this one a bit shorter. So it doesn't matter whether you've got to come back, whether you come back to the centre all the time or you just cross over behind the back of it and just make these at different lengths, okay? It makes it a lot better if they're at different lengths. Looks more dandelionish, I suppose. You could start them all from the centre and go out, but then, and then from outside and back in, or whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with. I don't know if I'm a fan of that because that overlapped that. I don't want to overlap if I can help it. Just bring it back a bit. So I think about the collage because I'm thinking about, you know, ones I used to do and the stuff now that we can use. You know, the different things that I've got now that I can use to do it, though. Back then there was just very minimal about for me, because it was for all of us, I think, in the olden days. You have the choices you do now, and it wasn't accessible to a lot of things that you can now. It wasn't easily accessible. They come unthreaded really easy, especially if the hole that you use in the needle is big, so don't panic about that. Just try and hang on to it the best you can. If it says look good, it's really worth it in the long run. It is. So look really nice, the shiny stuff. Now you can make yours as you know, many stems on it as you want to. What I'm trying to do is when I go to the centre is not to overlap any of these in the middle, okay? Try to do that because you want to make it nice and tidy. You don't want to have it all too puckery. You don't have to put anything in the middle because I don't think there is anything in the middle of it. To be honest, I don't think there's something in the middle. But anyway, so we're going to do, this is going to be our dandelion. Now, I'm going to put another long one down here, if I can. Sneak him in through there. He's probably not going to, he might be going to get close to overlapping, and that's not a good thing, Sonya, because I don't want to do that, I said. Didn't I? Okay. So I think that's enough. There, I do. It's all shiny and looks like it's really thick there, but it's not. It's pulling up a little bit. I'm sorry about that, but just be careful you don't pull your work too tight. Now I'll get that through. I'll take this back through here so I can get it knotted. It's a bit knotty. There you go. Right, now you can. I'm going to show you how to do it with the pistol stitch too, but I'll show you this way first, okay? So I'm going to put some yellow bits on the end, on the little yellow pieces on the end of it. Sorry about this, I've been probably drinking too much coffee now. Giving me the hiccups. Well, I didn't buy anything. Oh well, I did got a couple of things up street. A thing of beads, string of beads for $1. A couple of these strange things, I don't even know what they are, but I bought them. And they were $1. So that's all I spent on them sort of things. Bought myself a top because I wanted to get me some really nice pants that I bought a couple of years ago that I want to wear. Slack things, or whatever they call them, I don't know. They're split up the side, and I've got to figure out how to sew it down because I don't want to be. It's not just an ordinary split, it's one of those with the pieces of flapped material that goes over the top of it. And I set out there yesterday trying to figure out how to fix that. So I could sew it down a bit. Because I'm short, it comes up nearly to my thigh, the split, which is not good. I don't want myself hanging out of my trousers, it's not a good look. I wanted to buy a couple of skirts, but I couldn't find any, so I thought about making them, and that was all I got there, because I don't think I want to do that. I used to always make me things once, I couldn't do it now. I've got the patience. It doesn't seem like fun to me. It does not seem like fun. Anyway, so now we're going to do a French knot on the end of these. So you want to go right to the end of it and do 1 or 2 wraps. I'm going to do 2 because it'll be a little bit, you'll be able to see it then, I hope. I might have to show you more than one time how to do this. Go back next to where you come up, not where you come up, because otherwise you'll pull the knot down through there and lose it, okay? And you've got to go back through there. Maybe you can see what I'm doing. Around, back through. Oops. Around. Well, I did stem stitch for the stem, straight stitch for the dandelion fluff, that bit, and a French knot. So this is a few stitches, isn't it, that we've got today? Plus I'm going to show you the other one. And I'm going to have to hold my piece of fabric up in the air and let the needle spin around so it, I don't know if you can see that in the shadow, but it's spinning around there so that it unravels, because once you start doing these things, your cotton starts to ravel up and it's not helpful, okay? Now, I'm a bit upset about my dandelion. I think it's pulled too tight just there. It doesn't impress me at all. I don't know how I did that. It's always, it'll be alright though, it'll be okay. Come on. It's plain fool. It is. It's playing the fool with me. Righto. Hope everybody's having a good day and they're doing a bit of crafting. I guess because I do that with my day, every day, I just think other people can, but you people have probably got lots of things that you've got to do besides that, which is how things are sometimes. You know, it's ways of life. That's what life's about. You do have to do other things sometimes. And when I've seen other people have done this, I've noticed that they don't necessarily put all those little dots on the end. They just leave some off there willy-nilly, you know, just for the look of it, I think. So if that wasn't all pulling there, which I don't like it, I might be able to iron it later and flatten that down, I don't know. Better be careful, I'll burn me thread, won't I? That won't be good. I've only got a bit of thread left, but I think I should be able to do these last few knots, because I won't put one on that small piece. I think that where I've got me stem might be okay. I can take it back in up there further, but I think I might leave it. And there's only one knot on the end of those two, so that's how you do that. Or you can do it with a what's the name stitch. So I'm just going to do the one out there that doesn't have to have a stem on it in pistol stitch, but I want you to be able to see it. So I'm having more coffee here. I'm going to do it a little bit smaller, and I'll do it with the yellow, because that stuff there won't make a very good knot. I don't think. It'll be a little bit hard because it's a bit wobbly. You know, it's not very friendly. Yeah. Not very friendly. Used to be really good at this once. I suppose it's not bad, didn't take that long. Okay. So I'll put one over here. So you start in your centre, right? And you pick out how far you want to go, say, there. So I'm going to wrap that round twice, and then I'm going to put it over there like that. And that's how you do the pistol stitch, which is your dandelion. There you go, hang on to it there, wrap this round there like so, and push it down like that. Now, try to do it not too tight, because you don't want to make it too tight like I did that other bit. I meant I've got two threads the same length now, again. Come over this way now for a little bit, although that way, so we know how far over we're going to go. This one's nearly as big as the other one. Alright, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Get it down, this is pretty cool, and I've gone to lap that over, which I shouldn't have done either. It's up to you whether you know how your centre ends up, but try not to. My hair's all getting in my face because of the fan. Ah dear, we do these things under some painful circumstances, don't we? Sometimes, don't. If you get anything cobbled up like that, just try not to panic. It's not good. Just nobody panic. And that didn't work because it all got cobbly up. I pulled it down. No, that didn't work. See, because it cobbled on me. Right, so how do I fix that? Let me see. What do I tell you to do? Oh, leave it like that. Wow. that might be okay. We'll see what happens. Just let it stay there. It's crooked, isn't it? It's just, that's the way the wind's sending it blowing around, okay? So you go down in there. If you wanted to make that, it would be hard, I suppose, but and go closer to it and hang on to it there. Oh, well, I'll let it go because I would. But it still worked. You have to just have faith in it. It might work. I'm going to keep that curly one there. Around like this and down. So you don't want them all the same length. I'm having a bit of trouble with this. I think this cotton here that I'm using is curling up a fair bit. I have to hang it and undangle it. Righto. Right, now. Yeah, if I tried to do that, it wouldn't work for me, I don't think. Make some of these a bit shorter. So you come up in your centre. Oh, well, you got to come up in the centre bit all the time for this because you need to go down and do your French knot thingy on the end. So you got a pistol stitch, okay? Like that. And these are a little bit loose. And I don't mind because it gives it a bit of character, don't you reckon? That's what you do. It's character and dimension and, you know, all them sort of things that you can say about it. Which way we go? Up there. So my thread is a variegated one, so this is going to be lighter, this bit. And that's alright. Keeps getting tangled up here because it keeps curling up on me. Nice. I'll come over here and I'll do one over this way. Where is it? Where is everything? Right, don't pull it too tight. Personally, I like that one, but I don't mind this either. This looks pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. I'm going to run out of thread here. I might get a bit more thread and finish that bit. I need to finish that bit for you, don't we? And that'll probably have to be our lot for today because I don't want to go way too far over and I'll have to come back and show you how to do that other stitch later because we've done a few today. Are we going to count these? Of course we will. Let me see. We did the blanket stitch before, didn't we? No, we haven't. So we've got, no, yes, we have around here. Yeah, we've got blanket stitch around there. Now we've done straight stitch, stem stitch, straight stitch, bullion knot, and pistol stitch. Okay, that's a lot today, more than one at a time. That's okay. We can do as many as we like. No rules. We're going to do everything. Okay, come on, get through there. This needle needs to be a tiny tad wider, and it would work for me, but it's just not going to do that, is it? Go through there, please. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, I want to do some more stitches on that, see? I think this is going to turn out to be a nice piece of work myself. So you go up in there, and it's been so good watching everybody's work on Facebook, on my page there, on our group. Gee, it's been good. Everybody's putting up their good stuff. It's so nice to see all the people, the beautiful work that all you people are doing. It's really cool. I do love to see what you're making, I do. It's nice. Now I think this looks really ducky, doesn't it? I do love this. I'm going to go up under this bloke here somehow. Don't know how, but I'm going to try. Put them two there and go up there and put that down there, and that'll go underneath him. And he's just a stray one that's just hanging around, isn't he? He's just a stray one. If I leave him there, he'll be right by himself. He'll be okay. He's not actually by himself, is he? There you go. Look at that. Don't you think that looks really nice? And if you don't want that there, you can cut that off. I can cut this out, right? pull that. I mean, I have to cut the knot off because it won't come back. And I can pull it back under here. There it is. And this piece. Now the middle, and I don't know how I'm going to find that. Alright, yeah. I'll take it back under here somewhere. Maybe I should have took it out in the first place, because I'm not a... If I get hold of it, wherever it may be, and carefully just pull on it so I can see where it is. It's going this way somewhere. Come on. How about now? Let's see where you are. I'm just going around here, fishing around back behind here to see if I can get anything to get it to pull through. They all started in the centre. It's probably only a tiny little stitch. Okay, so don't you leave yours that long, alright, before you try to fix it. I'm going to cut that off. I am going to cut that off there, because it won't come out, because it won't. I don't think it will anyway. If I have a big disaster later and it all falls apart, well, we'll know why, because I didn't fix it properly. But I think that looks really nice, that does. I'll do another one. And to be sure about things and it not coming undone, because I've had to do that, I'm going to put a bit of glue on the back of there. So if I stick a bit of glue on the back of there, it should hold on to anything. So there's your dandelion stitch, or the way to make a dandelion, if that's what you're looking for. Hope so. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Please leave me a thumbs up or like or whatever it is, and subscribe and share whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you later. And happy stitching, everybody, and I'll come back and show you how to do the, this herringbone stitch next week. Alright, we'll do, actually we can do more than one stitch a day, okay? We'll try and, because you've got a week now to play with these ones, okay? You can go off there and do all these ones, because you've got 4 there, plus around the corner on the blanket stitch, but you did a blanket stitch on this, so straight stitch, stem stitch, straight stitch, actually it's 4, French knot and pistol stitch, okay? So thank you everybody for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.